Good morning students. Now in this video we are going to discuss about chapter 2 of economic sectors of Indian economy, and in this second lecture I am going to discuss with you historical changes in the different sector in the developed countries as well as in regard of India. Plus what are the changes, what are the ideas, or you can say what are the arrangements were done by Indian government to provide employment to the people, or you can say what it can do. That also we are going to discuss here. So regarding developed country, if we will discuss here, in the initial ages, in the developed countries, the most important sector was primary sector. This we can say with the development of these countries, or you can say that when the development of these countries started, at that time farming was the main important sector of these country. We cannot say that it was only India only we are having that primary sector, more number of people are engaged in this. But if we will look in the behind in the history, we will find that it has been noted that from the histories that developed countries at the initial age of development, they were having primary sector as important sector of economic activity. uh, slowly what happened, farming methods had a change. Now with the modern farming method, new technology was introduced in the field of agriculture, and agriculture started becoming more prosper and more productive. Means more production started coming from this sector, and now many people started involving in this activity. They took part in this activity. Other than this, some other activities were also done at the initial stages of development of developed countries. These were craft person were there, traders were there, transport work was also there. Slowly administration and army was also introduced. Primary sector, or you can say farming, was depending on the natural production of natural products, and most number of people were involved in this sector. But from this, the shift has been from primary to moved towards the secondary, and from secondary to it moved towards the tertiary sector. Early 100 years, if we will see, of the development of developing countries, or the stages of development in the developed countries, that time they were totally depend on the farming, or you can say primary sector. After 100 years, what happened, industrialization was introduced in Europe, mainly developed country, and then the new method of manufacturing were introduced, and with the new method of manufacturing, new factories were established, and factories also started expanding. Now factories started expanding, so they were having need of workers. So workers from farm started shifting to the factory. Means the people who were manufacturer, they were in the need of laborers, and these laborers were coming from the farms. Now more goods started producing in the factories, and these were produced at the cheap rate, and production was increased as well as employment was increased in this sector. So in this way, from primary sector, production, or you can say economic activity, economic work shifted to the secondary sector. Now other coming 100 years, this shift was from secondary sector to reach to the tertiary sector. Now working people were there, they started earning their money, they started increasing their earning, their livelihood was increasing, so they started demanding more services, and in this way service sector was improved or developed in the developed countries. Now in reference of India, we will discuss here that what happened in India. So the shift from the sector in case of India, if we will discuss, in the term of share of GDP, if you will see in the term of share of GDP, that is the production, the shift has been seen from the primary to secondary as well as to the tertiary. Same thing happened as it happened in the developed countries. Same thing happened in India also. First, more production was coming from primary sector. After that, this shift go to the secondary sector and then it reached to the tertiary sector. Regarding employment, if you will talk, the primary sector continue the employing the maximum number of people. Here you can say that प्रोडक्शन जो हो रहा है वो प्राइमरी के अंदर पहले सबसे ज़्यादा हो रहा था, फिर वो प्रोडक्शन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के अंदर इंक्रीज हुआ और अब इंडिया के जीडीपी के अंदर अगर हम शेयर देखें तो 3/4% का जो शेयर है, 3/4 शेयर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन ऑफ जीडीपी इज कमिंग फ्रॉम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड टर्शियरी और यू कैन से सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शियरी सेक्टर. और एम्प्लॉयमेंट की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ पीपल आर एम्प्लॉयड इन प्राइमरी सेक्टर. ये इंडिया के लिए एक ड्रॉबैक वाली या यूँ कह सकते हैं नेगेटिव थिंग है कि प्रोडक्शन तो हमारा टर्शियरी सेक्टर से ज़्यादा आ रहा है, सेकेंडरी सेक्टर से ज़्यादा आ रहा है, लेकिन एम्प्लॉयमेंट सेकेंडरी और टर्शियरी सेक्टर के अंदर अवेलेबल नहीं है जितना लोगों की रिक्वायरमेंट है. सो हियर वी विल डिस्कस हियर दैट GDP share, we will see with the next slide that share of agricultural sector decreased and that tertiary sector has increased in term of GDP. You can see here that this is for the tertiary sector, this is for the secondary sector and this is from primary sector. Almost from primary and secondary sector the production is coming almost same. And it's just double production is coming from tertiary sector. And it was in 1973, if you will see, it was almost equal. From manufacturing it was coming less and most production was coming from primary sector. Here one more thing we will see in the field of employment. Okay, so no, it is also of the GDP only in the percentage of GDP. I explained you already also that produce is coming in GDP 1/4 share from primary sector and 3/4 share is coming from secondary and tertiary sector. You can see here increase in tertiary and primary and secondary sector. In primary sector it is minimal, tertiary sector it is much better. So the basic services, why this increase most done in the tertiary sector, if we will discuss on this point, so there are number of reasons due to that this shift of production reached to the tertiary sector from primary to tertiary sector. So main thing was there, if you will see number one, we will see here that many basic services are required now in the present time. What are these basic services? These basic services are hospital, you can say they are hospital, education, then institutions, different institutions are there, post services are there, then administrative services are there, that will include the municipality as well as panchayats etc. Then defense, transport, bank, insurance, all these are basic services which are required by each and every person of India. Now, and the availability of these services, that duty is of Indian government. In developing countries it is duty of government that will provide the basic services such as hospital, education, post services, administrative services, transport facilities, bank, insurance, defense etc. So that is why one reason is it there that increase the production from tertiary sector. Second reason we will see here that for the development of primary and secondary sector. third sector, that is tertiary, is required. It needed transportation, trade, storage, banking service, insurance service. All these are needed for the development of other two sectors. Third reason, as people started increasing their income, they raised their income, so they started demanding more facilities, more services. These more services include tourism. They start eating outside in restaurant. They started demanding private hospital, private schools, private services, and this became the cause of shift of production from primary to tertiary sector. Now students, we will discuss about creation of more employment, and here some suggestions are given through which or by following those suggestions government can provide more number of employment, or some area government has provided employment to the people of India. What are these? If you will see at the number 1, it is by the construction of dams and canals. If government will make dams and canals, or you can say if it will invest in infrastructure, at that time what happen? Two type of creations will be there for the employment. One is that when dams will be constructed or canals will be constructed, at that time casual laborers will get the work in the work of construction, or you can say at the construction site. Same time when dams will be constructed, at that time after the construction of dam, farmers will be able to get the water from these dams and they can irrigate many farms, and this could lead to a lot of employment generation within the agricultural sector. Itself it will reduce the problem of unemployment. Farmers will produce more things, and then with the help of irrigation और the water they are getting from dams, जब उनको डैम से water मिलेगा, they will not be able to depend, or they will not wait for the rainfall. That rainfall will come, they will irrigate their field, and then they will grow their crops. So that wait will be over, and farmers will be able to grow more produce from their farms, and they can sell that surplus produce in the market. With the help of that, what will happen? The people who are involved in the work of transportation and storage and communication, they will also come and get the job in this field. From the agricultural field, transport things or means of transport will take the goods to the manufacturing site, and from manufacturing site again transport will take the things in a market, and in this way people who are involved in the work of transportation as well as in the work of trade, they will get more chances of employment. Government also can take the step to open storage houses to make good quality of roads, and in this way it will help the farmers as well as people who are involved in the transport activities and trading activities. They will get the more chances of employment. Now number 3 we will see here, that is farmers provide loans from bank. If farmers will get loan from bank at reasonable rate of interest, at that time they will be able to buy all the essential materials at time, and they can cultivate their land on time. This means that along with water they are in the need of some agricultural implements, some agricultural goods also, such as fertilizers, insecticides, then some machinery for their agriculture. So this will help them when they will able to get the loan from bank. They can buy all these things easily. Number 4, if government will take a step to construct the industries and other services in semi-rural areas, this will also help the people to get the employment and they will earn their livelihood easily. Then number 6 is that government can invest the money in the development of infrastructure such as hospitals as well as schools. By opening a school, government can provide the work to the teachers, other staffs, as well as when building will be constructed of a school at that time, same thing that casual laborers will get the work and they will be able to do the work. In the time of construction of health center, again the people who are involved in the construction work, they will get the job opportunity. Plus in the health care center, doctors, nurses and health worker also will be going to get the more opportunities, more job opportunities in this field. These are the some ways by which government can provide employment to the people. Plus there are so many regions which have the potential to develop in different kind of work, and these development can be done. Some regions are good in the view of tourism, some are good in the handicraft item, and some are good in the IT, or you can say new services like IT, call center, etc. So they would require proper planning and support from government for the development of these services. Other than this, one more step was taken by Indian government, that is NREGA. NREGA was the, if you will see the full form of NREGA, it is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. This policy was introduced in the year 2005, and under this plan was taken that government will provide 100 days employment to the people who are unemployed. In the beginning, this policy was started in 200 districts of India, and later it is spread in number of districts of India. One more thing is there in this, that if government fails to provide job to the people who are unemployed within 15 days, in the period of 15 days after the application of the unemployed person, government will not be able to provide job. At that time, government will provide them unemployment allowances for their survival. So these are the some suggestions you can say, or some steps have been taken by the government to provide more employment in India, and this will help them to earn their livelihood, and they can contribute directly or indirectly in the GDP of the country and contribute in the development of Indian economy. Thank you.